Hello, my name is Herbert Sotamba, and I am going to do a video summary about instructional strategies and their impacts on learning. So let's get started. In my studies of instructional strategies, I found different ways that could effectively improve student learning. Some techniques that resort with me, including teacher certain direct instructional and student certain inquiring learning and cooperating learning. Each of these methods carry a special advantage in the classroom that plays a very important in encouraging and engaging learning environment. So through my search, I discovered that teachers certain methods like direct instruction provides clear guidance and structure. According to Matthews, a study process advance, the teacher helps decrease the help once you see the student getting the topic. So the more they are able to get the topic, teachers will like back off a little bit to see if everybody's able to get in the same program. And I think it's a great learning experience for them to see how they do on their own. So for instance, a direct instructional, a teacher may introduce syllables, counting by teaching the concept through structure lessons and examples. So that's one way. And then student certain methods like question learning and cooperative learning encourages learners to take ownership on their education. Methods allow learners to engage deeply into the content by asking questions and they doing research on their own that interests them. So, for example, a student might be interested on how many syllables impact words pronouncing through hands-on activities and discussion. Cooperating learning further enhanced by fostering collaboration where students learn from one another, such as in groups. Relationships to learning theories such as behaviorism focus on visible behaviors and highlights reinforcements. Direct instructional aligns well with the theory as students receive clear instructions and direct feedback when practicing a new skill. For instance, using positive reinforcements during a phonics exercise encourages students to keep engaging into the material. Positive reinforcements is basically just saying good job, you're doing great. Those type of things makes a student want to engage in the topic that might be hard, might be easy, and it just keeps them learning. And then we have cognitivism, highlights understanding and cognitive process. So student certain strategies like searching, learning aligns with this theory as they promote critical thinking and problem solving. For instance, when student characterizes words based on the syllables, they actively engage with a cognitive process of analyzing and syntheses, leading to a deeper understanding. So, understanding these theories is important as an educator, regardless of the content area. They provide a framework and create effective learning experience that cater to diverse students' needs. Because once again, everybody learns in a different way. So we as teachers have to figure out what is the correct way in order for them to achieve and make the learning environment equal for everybody. So, incorporating instructional strategies, as I continue with my future practice, I want to find different ways in order for students to achieve critical thinking and just be engaged. So, one method that I will definitely include is gamification by basically having games into assignments, such as a syllable sorting activities. As an example, I will make the games more enjoyable for them to keep motivated. According to one of the authors that I researched, gamification fosters a playful and gameful attitude, which is beneficial for the students to learn. But it's kind of different from playing though. When learners enhance in games, these activities are developing their social skills, their motivation, and for example, their reading, their math skills, all these above. This approach encourages students to just take risk and encourage them to just think outside of the box rather than just doing assignments in paper. This is a way in order for us to get into the Chromebooks or online sources. So when I'm talking about online sources, another technique that I will definitely use is blending learning. I will utilize a combination of face-to-face instruction and online activities to reinforce learning. According to one of the authors that I researched, blending learnings or hybrid teaching is a mix of like the best elements of the classroom education with the best parts online. So therefore, for an example, when I was a first grade teacher, I would do my lessons in class, paper, cut and paste, coloring, and all that. Once they get home, I don't want to give them another assignment that's just paper. So I decided to do like an IXL. It's like an online game, in my opinion, a game where they have fun. They obviously get points and they get badges. So that will definitely boost them up. They'd be like, I remember in class, they'd be like, oh, I got 100 in less than 15 minutes or like less than 10. So that just keeps them motivated. And I think that's one way in order for them to continue learning. And then as we continue with the lesson, we will definitely do, quizzes and definitely, of course, try a quiz online to see how it goes. This allows students to practice on their own pace while they're providing us the feedback. And incorporate learning groups. Learning groups is what most important for them to collaborate and work together. This helps their social skills, and it promotes like a deep engagement with materials through shared effort and discussion. Once again, this lets them feel safe talking to their peers, and especially if they need questions, they're always welcome to always ask the teacher. So therefore, in my conclusion, these instructional strategies play an important part in shaping the learning experience. Using a blended, teaching-centered and a student-centered approach grounds in appropriate learning theories. I encourage all teachers to just provide many different learning strategies to boost up the atmosphere with their critical thinking, motivation, and student success. As I move forward in my teaching career, I am determined to apply these teaching techniques and build a dynamic and effective classroom. Thank you once again.